objection with respect to speculation.
All right. Well, I'll just show them the message that came before.
Get home. I can't watch that again.
Show them the message that came before.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you read the message that came right before those two things?
The message from Emily Noble's phone says, I want to know if you start on vodka before I get home. I can't watch that again.
And what was the response?
Okay. And then why does it bother you so much? Am I mean?
What was the response?
The response from Emily's phone is not mean, unintelligible.
You guys just heard that, right?
Yeah.
And what did Mr. Moore say at that time?
Yeah.
If she was in any kind of danger, like they try to make it out that she was in danger all the time, that I was an abusive husband. Does that sound like something an abusive husband and wife who having problems would say to each other? They go into my drinking. Oh, he's a heavy drinker. He probably blacked out and killed his wife and said. I asked my wife. I'm like, she's like, I can't handle you being wasted. And I'm like, why? What am I mean to you? And she's like, no, you're not mean. I just can't understand you. That's fucking evidence that I murdered my wife. That's just the opposite.
Yeah.
And I don't know why these. And this is in the book. I don't want to get everything away that's in my book. They would do shit like that, and I'm like keyed in. I'm focused on everything they're saying, and I'm like, that dude just told everybody that we didn't have a troubled marriage. And I looked at my attorney, my assistant attorney, and I said, and I would explain that to her, and she's like, yeah, I know, and I go to her, well, why are they doing that? She got sick of me asking that. Finally, she said, Matt, because you're stupid. They're dumb. And I was like, there's no way they're that dumb. There's no way they could be literally that stupid. And she's like, yes, they are. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it.
No.
That's how fucking stupid these people are. He just told everybody in a text message, my wife, do I bother you? Why you don't like what? And my wife's like, no, and he just answered the question for you. It's just crazy.
I got a couple of questions here though, Matt.
Yeah.
What's going to do that? There's one. Well,
I
one
get a
for
feeling
you.
that you're not understanding me. That's all. I feel like when I say things, it's like you're kind of like.
No, I get you.
If you don't understand me, I'll explain it again. I mean,
I get you. My thing is I've got to do questions and look at other stuff as well. Sometimes I look dumb. But no, I understand what you're saying 100% personally. I think the chat understand as well. So if they don't,
wouldn't you think that they would go into the text message and go, well, there's another one coming up. You should see what they do with this, where she says she's afraid to come home. And they put it on Court TV. You know what Court TV said? This is live on Court TV. This is how fucking scumbags those people are. Emily says it. They cut to commercial, and this really sexy lady, one of those hosts, I forget which one it was. She's not Italian lady. She's gorgeous. And she looks at the camera and goes, Emily Noble, afraid to come home. That's all you need to know. Oh, that's not biased journalism. No, they're fucking centrist. They're fuck Court TV. Are you kidding me? You're going to get the proper story from Court TV?
Yeah. It's a soundbite. It's a good soundbite, isn't it? So
she was afraid to come home because she didn't want to start bitching at me or whatever. It's not like she was afraid to come home. She was physically afraid I was going to hurt her, but that's the way they made it out. And anybody with half a brain can figure that out. But if you read, and actually he reads the text message for you and makes my point. It's just, I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm sure all your viewers and everybody's gonna get it anyway, but I'm just making sure that you see this shit for what it is, man. They are so bad at this. I mean, this case is horrible. For them to get out there and say something like that, I wouldn't have allowed it. Don't say anything about the text messages, man. Just keep them out. Just keep them out. That's really good evidence for the defendant. Why would they even? But they're like, no. He's on the stand reading my text messages. which is
Yeah.
has the opposite effect, complete opposite. It's hard for me to believe that they're that bad at what they do. That's all.
But I also think, and this is just me thinking, like you had been there.